This is Psalms chapter 134 and 1. Behold, bless ye the Lord, all ye servants of the Lord, which by night stand in the house of the Lord. Lift up your hands in the sanctuary, and bless the Lord that made heaven and earth. Bless the head of Zion.
God, that's all. That's right. We want to give all praises unto the Most High God and to His Son, YAHAWAH, Bahashem, YAHAWAH. YAHAWAH is the true name of the Heavenly Father, the one true God, the Most High God of Israel. Bahashem is how you say in the name of. YAHAWAH is who many know as Jesus Christ, but we know that His true name in the Hebrew it is YAHAWAH. Alright, so that is how you say their true names in the Paleo Hebrew, which is the ancient Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash, which is known as the Holy Tongue. Alright, and also we give a Shalom. That means peace unto the 12 tribes of Israel, who today are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. Right, those are the elect. Alright, we do say Shalom. You know, now me and the brother want to go through the lesson today, which is going to be surrounded, going into the protection of the Most High God, right? The protection of the Almighty, right? Because this is something that we are going to have to rely on, right? In the days at hand, only thing that you're going to have to rely on is your faith in the Lord, you know? He is going to be the one to get you out of all situations that's going to ultimately have to come your way, right? Because it's going to become a lot of trouble on earth, man. It's going to come a lot of evil, right? There's a whole time called Jacob's trouble, right? There's the time of temptation, as it says in Revelations 3:10, that's going to come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, and only a few going to be able to be stable enough, you know, in that day, because they're going to have the protection, the wisdom, and the knowledge. But you know, everyone got to go through this, man. You see, it's not going to be a rapture. You see, people think that there's going to be a before the tribulation period, you're going to have certain people get taken up, and they're going to disappear, and they're just going to, you know, they're going to escape all type of tribulation. That's not scriptural, right? There's not going to be like I said, it's not going to be multiple comings of YAHAWAH. There's only going to be one coming, right? Only going to be one deliverance, alright, and it's going to be one destruction. You see, so everybody's going to have to wait for the day of the Lord, man. Everyone's got to wait for the day that YAHAWAH comes through the clouds. You see, so everybody's going to be going through this tribulation period until the Lord comes to save those who are on the earth. You see, those who do remain on the earth. So during this whole tribulation period, you want to have the protection of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You want to ultimately, you know, receive mercy and be kind of worthy to escape all things that's going to come to pass. You see, and it's gonna, these scriptures is what's gonna, you know, tell us and give us faith that, hey, that's gonna happen. You know, that's gonna happen. There's a lot of scriptures that tell you that, hey, righteousness that will deliver you from death. Let me get that. This is the book of Proverbs 11:4. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. So, okay, your profit, your riches, and all that stuff will not save you. See, a lot of people want to stock up on food, right? Which you can do, but like a lot of people trust in it. They want to get guns. They want to get ammunition, right? They want to buy all. They want to do all the things they can do. Buy underground bunkers, all right? All right. They want to what else do people try to get? Protection. Yeah, like preppers, all right? They want to do all that, man. Save up with gold and silver, right? Get into cryptocurrency. You see, they want to save up on all of these things so that they can somehow get themselves. They think that they're gonna be protected with all this assets, with all their assets, man. You see, all that stuff is not gonna be able to save you. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, because in those days, man, you're gonna have a lot of people looting. You're gonna have a lot of people rioting, right? You're gonna have a lot of people out here just going crazy, mayhem. People going into people's houses, killing them. Alright, people are gonna be running in gangs. See? So all the things that you thought you had stocked up, all the things that you thought that you was you know, that was gonna protect you, that was gonna keep you stable, you're gonna figure out them things is gonna get ravished, man. Your wives, your children's gonna be put to death. All these things is gonna be going down. So in the day of wrath, your riches and your assets and all these things that you trusted in, your sword, your guns, it won't profit you in that day. But righteousness delivereth from death. So righteousness is going to be what's going to help you out. Alright? Your diploma, man. I mean, not your diploma. Yeah, your doctorate degree. You see? You going to school for 20 years, that's not going to help you. Alright? But no one, like, all, you know, pretty much, no one Esau's curriculum and all that stuff is not going to help you out in the day of wrath. See? But righteousness will. That's why it says wisdom and knowledge will be the stability of your times. Right? So the only thing that's going to keep you stable is having this truth. Right? Having this truth, having the word inside you. Right? Getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Alright? That's going to be what's going to ultimately save you. Is your prayers, your fasting, your supplication that you made on this side. Before all hell broke loose, man, you was making prayers and supplications always. You know? You were praying for mercy. You were being righteous. You were keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, right? You were doing all these things so that you can please Yahawah by Hashem Yahushua. And that's going to ultimately be what's going to deliver you. So you got to be stocking up right now on righteousness, man, on faith. You see? Because when people stocking up on other things, they're going to be the ones to get it taken away. Those things, ultimately, those things are going to be left behind for the Lord's servants. See? Esau and all these nations, all these people, even Jake, who stocks up, you know, guess what? They're going to be killed, taking out the houses. Some of the stuff might be left. Hey, the Lord might have the servants of the Lord stumble across it in that day. Because the servants of the Lord are going to be like, it tells you they're going to be like pilgrims, you know? Let me get that.
Yeah, the precept one.
God, let me get this real quick. This is going to be the book of 2nd Ezra 16. And it says 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be that fleeth away. He that buyeth, as one that loose. He that occupieth merchandise, as he that hath no profit by it. And he that buildeth, as he that had not dwelled, that he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth, as if he shall not reap. So he that planteth the vineyard, as though he shall not gather grapes. They that marry, as though they get no children, and they that marry not, as the widowers. And they that labor, labor in vain. See? For strangers shall reap their fruits, and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, their children captives, and captivity and famine shall they get children. See? So this is ultimately what's happening, man. The Lord says to make yourself ready to the battle, right? And in those evils, be as pilgrims on the earth. You don't want to be in one spot, you see? You want to be on the move all the time. So, see, you don't want to be in one little location because, well, then you're gonna get probably put to death. All right? You don't think that you're gonna have a lot of people running in gangs. All right? You're gonna have a lot of these people coming together, and they're gonna be looting together, right? Masks, doing all that, going in houses, raping women, killing the children, killing the husbands. You see? And then ravishing all the house. So it's telling you, the Lord's telling you, be like pilgrims, meaning, hey, you got to be on the move, right? So you can't trust in stocking up, really, to be honest. And it just tells you that all these things, what you did, let it be as if though you didn't. You see, if you labored, hey, let it be as if though, you know, when it says if they labor in vain. A lot of people out here laboring right now to try to get themselves right, but they're getting themselves right in the wrong way. They're not getting right with Yahawah, man. They're not getting the spirit ready for their protection. You see? So it says, and they occupy merchandise with robbery. The more they deck their cities, the houses, their possessions, and their own persons. See? So Yahawah says that strangers are going to reap their fruits. See? And in captivity and famine, they shall get children. See? That's talking about women are going to get raped. You see? So in captivity and famine, a lot of these wicked women are going to get raped, not of their own will. They're going to get gangbanged. They're going to get ran through. And they're going to be getting children by their rapists, you know? Mm-hmm. That's what's going to be going on in these days. It's going to be the worst time we've ever seen. You see? That's Jacob's trouble. You see? But the Yahawah Hashem Yahushua said that righteousness will deliver you from the death. You see? Mm-hmm. You have a precept?
Yeah. Con. So this is Psalms chapter 32 and 6. For this shall everyone that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely in the flood of great waters they shall not come nigh unto him. Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. So we know that Yahawah, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, He is our salvation. Alright, because when men compass us, right, because those floods of great waters are men, alright, who are wicked men who want you to put you to death. So on that day when they want to put you to death, the Lord, He's going to preserve us, man. The Lord is our rock. He's our salvation, our refuge, man, in our time of trouble. Because we know, Salakia, we know when our forefathers were in trouble, they called upon Yahawah by Hashem Yahweh Shai, and they were delivered. Right?
Even that flood, that's going even into these martial law troops, because it's prophesied that Esau's gonna come in like floods. Alright, he's gonna come in and he's gonna come in your house. It's already told you. You know, they already have it up on a lot of different websites how they're gonna issue out martial law. They say 2 weeks before martial law hits that they're gonna go to people's houses and they're gonna take you out of your houses 4 a.m. in the morning, kill you. Okay, and if you don't get killed right away, you're gonna be somebody to go to a FEMA camp. And these people that they're gonna be trying to apprehend 2 weeks before martial law kicks off is the people who speak up against the government, the people who will not get down with the New World Order. So they watch you, they watch us. They know that we're not for that. They know, like, a lot of these whistleblowers, you see, a lot of these outspoken ministers, a lot of these people who like Alex Jones, okay, a lot of these people who pretty much are exposing, okay, the elites and these globalists, alright, and who have a different mindset and they're not on one accord with the New World Order. 2 weeks before martial law hits, they said they're gonna come into your house 3 p.m., 4, and they're gonna kill you, or they're gonna take you away, alright, or whatever is gonna happen, man. They got the whole red sticker, the blue sticker, the green sticker, but each sticker represents like what level you're at according to your rebellion against the government. So, you know, I believe the yellow sticker was I don't even remember it. I believe the yellow sticker or something represented you're gonna be put straight to death or something. The blue sticker represented you kind of on the fence. You might just be taken to a camp. You see, you might be able to conform. They don't know yet. I think the green sticker, I believe that's people who just don't know anything about the New World Order. They just oblivious, and they might be able to get saved, but at the same time, they're still gonna be taken to a camp and be put to death because they're useless. But you better know that, okay, if you in this truth, you're gonna be on that sticker where they want to put you straight to death. You see, they want to come in your house and cut you down right there. See? So I'm gonna get this, Isaiah 59:19. So that they shall fear the name of Yahawah from the west, and His glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So when the enemy is gonna come in like a flood, the Spirit of Yahawah is gonna lift up a standard. You see, and a standard, all right, that's going into the Lord's gonna pretty much help you out. You see, the Lord's gonna actually have you do whatever you need to do to get out that situation. He's going to send His angels to come and grab you, you know? He's going to send His angels to make sure that nothing can touch you, alright? It even talks about spiritual powers, you see? The Lord's going to lift up a standard in that day, right? He's going to protect you. Just like David. David was surrounded around thousands, right? What's that precept? You know that precept? Where it says David was like surrounded around all his enemies. And then I think it might be Psalm 57, if I'm correct.
I wanted to get this though.
Yeah, go ahead and get that one.
This is Psalms chapter 124:1. Also to show you that yes, the waters are talking about wicked men, alright, who want to put you to death. This is Psalms 124:1. If it had not been for the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. The stream had gone over our souls. The proud waters had gone over our souls. Blessed be the Lord who has not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of a snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth. So yeah, the Lord said that if it weren't for the Lord, then the proud waters would have gone over us. You know, they would have overwhelmed us. The streams would have gone over our souls. But the Lord is our God, you know, the Lord's our power, so he delivered us. You see, if it weren't for the Lord, then we would have died, you know, we would have been destroyed. But because it is the Lord who's on our side, those waters who are the wicked men, they weren't able to overtake us and will not be able to. You see? But
I want to get this. Psalms 18:4. It says, "The sorrows of death compassed me about, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. The sorrows of hell compassed me about, and the snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God, and he heard my voice out of his temple, and his cry came into his ears." So David said that he was compassed with a lot of, his enemies. Alright? A lot of the floods of ungodly men was around him. So he was surrounded around thousands of people, right? And it could have seemed like, you know, on a physical level, that he was toast, you know? He was finished. Alright? It could have seemed like King David, that he was finished right there. But he said he called upon the Lord, even when there was no way out. You see? Then the earth shook and trembled, and the foundations also and the hills moved and were shaken, because he was wroth. There went up a smoke of his nostrils, fire out of his mouth devoured the coals, and was kindled by it. He bowed the heavens and came down, and darkness was under his feet. He rode upon a cherub and did fly, yea, he did fly with the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place, and the pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the sky. So King David was surrounded around thousands of enemies. But the Lord sent a chariot to come and take David, you see? So the Lord actually beamed David up, you know? So David got out of that situation because the Lord sent an angel to come get him. Alright? It might have been YAHAWAH, you see? Who knows? But the thing is, the Lord can send an angel to come and get you when you are surrounded. You might be backed up, you know, by troops. They was chasing you, but you're backed up and you don't know what's happening. Well, that's written for our learning. That right there is written so that we might also have that same faith that, hey, the Lord can get me out of this situation. He put me in this situation not to kill me, you know, but to test my faith. You see? That's what the Lord's going to be doing. He's going to be testing people's faiths out here. See whether you, you believe in him. You know? King David, he got tried, but, hey, he saved David out of his tribulation. I want to get this. Job chapter 5:19. "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid when destruction cometh. And at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that the tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and thou shalt not sin." See? So YAHAWAH said that in 6 troubles, yea, in 7, there's going to no evil touch us. See? So these things are going to be that. This is for the servants of the Lord, man. Those men, brethren, children, women who trust in YAHAWAH and who have that faith, you see? Who's stocking up right now. When all hell breaks loose, yes, you're going to be in it, confirming that there's no such thing as a rapture. Because why would he be saying all these things if the righteous are already gone? Right? No, the righteous are going to be in the midst of all that, but the Lord's going to have to redeem them out of all of it. You see? Out of famine, the Lord said his servants are going to eat. You see? Alright? Destruction, it says thou shalt laugh. So you're going to be laughing when you see thousands of people out here being put to death. You see? Thousands of people out here just dropping like flies. Alright? People getting raped. But you're going to be somehow laughing. Alright? You're going to be somewhere laughing up, man. Well, that's because the Lord's going to give you comfort. The Lord's going to protect you. And you shall not be afraid of the beasts of the earth. So you're not going to be getting torn to pieces by the lions. You're not going to be getting torn to pieces by wolves. You don't know that the Lord's going to have all these beasts go wild. He's going to have the ravening wolves out. Your dogs are not going to have eaten for I don't know how long. So there's going to be a lot of stray dogs because no one's going to take care of them no more. You see? So they're gonna be hungry as hell. They're gonna be tearing you up. Alright? You're gonna have all type of animals out here. Your animals are gonna come out from the woods, you see? And they're gonna be trying to look for food, you know? They're gonna be seeing all these dead bodies, and your wild animals are gonna go to the cities because that's gonna be lots of food. And you are gonna be running across a lot of these animals. Alright? But the Lord's gonna make it to the point to where they're not gonna touch you. Alright? They're not even gonna look at you. They might look at you, but they're gonna run past you. You know, you might have a nigga on this side, you see? And you know, you're walking, and the dog might just pass you up, and it might take go and tear somebody else up, you see? And you got away scot-free because the angel was, you know, dictating the moves. I believe we brought that out one time when in that story with what's his name, Balaam.
Balaam.
Yeah, you know Balaam, the angel.
Donkey.
Yeah, donkey when the horse, you know, how the
Yes.
angel saw the donkey.
Yeah, it's 22:22.
Yeah, if you could find it, I'm gonna get this first though. This is gonna be the book of Psalms, okay? This is gonna be the book of Psalms, chapter 34, and I want to get 7. It says, "The angel of Yahawah encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them." So the angel of the Most High is gonna encamp round about those who fear the Lord, right? Who trust in Yahweh, and they're gonna deliver their servants, man. You see, even though you might be faced with situations, ultimately you're gonna come out in those situations. You're gonna call upon the name of the Lord, and He's gonna save you. You know, your faith is gonna be boosted up. The Lord's gonna really be trying you in these last days. Your faith is gonna be 100-fold. You know, by the time Jacob's trouble gets over, when you're gonna figure out all these times He delivers you, you're gonna be like, the Lord is really with us, man. He's really with me, you know. That's for those who trust in Him and those who put their faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, you know. You got a precept though? I mean, you don't need to, but if you want to, you can.
Yeah, let me go back to Psalms. This is Psalms. Psalm 61. Now I had a slide. Yeah, Psalm 61 and 2 or 1. Hear my cry, O God, attend unto my prayer. From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee, when my heart is overwhelmed. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For thou hast been a shelter for me, and a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in the covert of thy wing. For thou, O God, hast heard my vows. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. So, Khan, the Lord, he told us that He's our shelter. You know, He's our protection. You know, because in the time of trouble, even when we're overwhelmed, the Lord, He's our rock. And the Lord is higher than us, man. You know, He told us that, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. We know that YAHAWAH by Hashem Yahushua, He's our rock that's higher than us, man. You know, so we can see properly, you know, and that we're stable. Because a rock, you know, it's a stable platform that you could be on. So the Lord is our stable place, you know. And it says, for thou hast been a shelter for me, and a strong tower from the enemy. So the Lord, He's going to be a tower in that day for us, all right, from our enemies. Because what does the tower do? It separates you, you know, and not only does it separate you on the same level, but you're going to be a level higher than your enemies, you know. You're going to be above your enemies, you know. But in the spirit, though, you know, that's why even the animals, you're going to be in the league with the rocks. So the Lord's going to protect you to the point to where you're not really touchable anymore. You see, that's what the Lord is doing for His servants. All right, not touchable in any way, because all trouble is going to be far from you. You see, because that is what the Lord is doing for His servants. Now, if you can give me a second, I'll just go to Psalms chapter 31 again. Salaki. Let's see here. It tells you Psalms 31 and 3. It says 23. It says, "O love the Lord, all His saints, for the Lord preserveth the faithful." And in that day, we're going to have to be faithful, you see, because that's what it comes down to is our faith will be tested. Our faith will be tried. And for those of the saints of the Lord who overcome, all right, the world and understand that the Most High does all things. Because the Most High told you to acknowledge Him in all your ways. Now, if you give me a second, I'll go to that. This is Proverbs chapter, I believe it's 3 and 3. It's a lot. Proverbs chapter 3 and let's see here. And 6 it says, "In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct thy paths." So in the last days, that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. In all our ways, we have to acknowledge the Most High, you know, and that's what it comes down to. Because if we were to walk in our own ways, not acknowledge the Most High, that automatically would put us in danger, you know, because our ways lead unto death. But with the Most High in our heart, in our mind, we could have faith in Him, and He's gonna lead us, man. He will direct us. Now, if I could read this in Proverbs, Psalms 31 and 23 again, it says, "O Lord, love the Lord, all His saints, for the Lord preserveth the faithful, and plentiful reward the proud doers." But for the proud doers, they're gonna have to, you know, get the wrath of the Most High. "Be of good courage, and He shall strengthen your heart, and all ye that hope in the Lord." And that right there is a very sharp verse, man. To the point where I gotta read it again. It says, "Be of good courage." Alright? "And He shall strengthen your heart." Because we know that our heart is weak. In this vessel, our heart can deceive us. Give me a second here. Let me go to Jeremiah chapter, I believe it's, if I remember correctly, I believe it's 40. Jeremiah, you remember that one? I think it's 40 and 17. Let me see here. If it's not, we have to move. We have to keep going.
I want to bring this out real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1. "But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and it shall no evil torment touch them." So, the souls of the righteous, they're ultimately in the hands of the Most High. See? So your soul, everything about you is really dictated by the Lord. See? So, any type of danger you fall into, it's because the Most High made you fall into that danger. But He's only doing it to test your faith to get you out. You see? Anything out here that these Edomites aren't going to be able to do nothing to you. Alright? Unless it's of the Lord. If your lot is to ultimately be a martyr, well then yeah, you know, you're going to have to die for that. But if your lot is not to be a martyr, the Lord's going to put in your faith to be able to, you know, understand like, hey, I can get out of any situation. Right? Any situation, man. Like David got out of all situations. Daniel in the lion's den, right? Okay? The 3 holy children, when they was getting thrust into the furnace of Nebuchadnezzar, you see? But because they trusted in the Lord and they knew that the Lord would protect them, the Lord came and showed up and protected them, even at the last second, you know? Alright? You got all these examples. Jeremiah was thrown into a pit, but Jeremiah was ultimately, okay, taken out, and he was shown favor by one of the guards, you see? So the Lord can do all things for you. He can make it to the point to where if you're in the FEMA camp, you know, your time is coming up to, you know, you might be in the line to go to a guillotine, you know, because they're going to have a lot of guillotines. You might have a guard that might see you, and then the spirit might hop on him to kind of just be like, hey, you get out the line, you know,
Yeah.
or not him, you know, switch in with him. And then that might have saved your life because the Lord dictates all that stuff, man. Alright? He can send an angel to take you out of prison. You know? Straight up, the Lord can actually send an angel to get you up out of prison. If you're in a FEMA camp and you kind of just you're like, you know, you're just trying to wait, you know, you're just kind of chilling out because you're waiting for you're just waiting. You know? An angel can come while you're waiting in your cell and take you out, right? Matter of fact, before you get that, I want to actually get that too. Precepts. Let me get this one precept. Okay, showing you that the angel of the Lord. That's what you gotta understand. These angels are around you, man. All right. This is gonna be the book of Acts. Okay, Acts chapter 12. Right. So the angels are gonna have a big role in your you know, really they always have a big role in your life. But angels are gonna really be put into place, so you gotta really know and understand angels and how they're gonna help you. Okay, this is the book of Acts 12:1. It says, "Now about the time Herod the king stretched forth his hand to vex certain of the church." So Herod, that Edomite, he wanted to vex the church, right? Vex these Israelites. "He killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And because he saw that it pleased the Jews, he proceeded further to take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread, and when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to the 4 centurions of soldiers to keep him intending after Easter." All right, but we know that's supposed to be really the Passover, you know. But obviously it says Easter here. "And to bring him forth to the people," right? So Herod was going like a devil, like they're going to do again, and he was being a devil, and he was persecuting the Jews, you know, for their beliefs. "Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. And when Herod had brought him forth, the same night Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers, and bound with 2 chains. And the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and light shined in the prison. And he smote Peter on the side, and raised him up, saying, Arise up quickly. And his chains fell off his hand. And the angel said unto him, Gird thyself, bind thy sandals. So he did, and he saith unto him, Cast thy garments about thee, and follow me. So you can have an angel, man, straight up come to you when you're chained up, you're locked up, you know, you're in a cell, wherever, you know, you might be actually on a death sentence, you know, they might be trying to put you to death the next day, but you're still having faith. An angel can come up in there and take you out of prison, break you up out that thing, right? That's what's happening, man. That's the angels are going to be helping the servants of the Lord, man. It says that you shall be cast into prison, and you're going to have tribulation 10 days. But you got to be faithful unto death. That's Revelations 2:10. See? So you're going to be going through all these situations, but you got to have faith that the Lord can deliver you out of all situations, man. Out of anything you get put into. You see? And if you got to die, it says be faithful unto death. You see? Because, hey, there will be martyrs. So if you die, hey, the Lord can make it to the point to where you don't really feel nothing, man. Alright? If you do happen to have to put your head in the guillotine and have to go that way, the Lord can really make you go out before you even get put to death. You see? Wasn't that with what's his name? Stephen? You know? It says Stephen fell asleep, you know? I know you like to bring that out a lot, you know? How it says that when Stephen was about to get stoned, it says he fell asleep. So, you know, people say that he might have actually fell asleep before he even got stoned. So Stephen, the Lord could like just take your spirit right before, you know, you feel the pain. You see? So, you know, right before you're about to get shot or right before you might have your head chopped off, the Lord can take the spirit and you can just bring it to the heavens, and your head get chopped off, but you didn't feel it because you weren't in the body at that present moment, at that little second. The Lord can take you out, man. You see? So this is the type of stuff that we gotta realize, man, that the Lord, whatever situation you're in, you're gonna be good, man. You see? In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. They're going from us to be in utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet their hope is full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High approved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in a furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. See? So, you see, people are going to think that when you die, you're going to hell. But really, you're going straight to the spirit, man. You're going straight to the heavens. You're going straight to the spiritual realm to be with the Heavenly Father, you know? And you're going to be up there just waiting for the second coming, you know? And at that point, hey, you can just be chilling because you were a good and faithful servant. And now you're waiting, you know, for the kingdom, you know? Or you're waiting for the return of YAHAWAH so that all things can happen. That's exciting, man, you know? I want to get this real quick. 2nd Esdras 2:26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them among thy number. Now the Lord has reserved a certain amount of men to actually not die. You see? The Lord has certain spirits out here that won't be martyrs. Right? That's some of his servants. Be not weary, for the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, and others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. So there's going to be some people also on the other side who, in all this tribulation, they're going to be merry and they're going to have abundance. They're going to be eating, drinking, laughing. You see? That's going to be certain men in this thing. And, you know, who knows who that lot's set apart for. But that's a great lot, man. Those people are highly favored in the sight of YAHAWAH Shem Yahshai. And even if you're put to death, don't think that doesn't make you highly favored. You know? That's a good thing. Because it tells you that those who die in Hamashiach, they will be the first ones to get on the chariots. They will be the first ones to be delivered when he returns. You see? And that's a good thing. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall not be able to do nothing against thee. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. So it said that the heathen are going to envy us because they're not going to be able to do a damn thing. You know, these troops are going to be looking for you, but you're going to be off the grid, man. You're going to be gone, man. You see? These heathen, they're going to be trying to put you to death, but it's like they can't figure out how to do it, you see? The angel took him out, man, you see? You know, that they backed him up against a wall, but the chariot beamed him up, and now he's gone out here, man. With nowhere to be found. Some are probably eating and laughing right now how he got away from Esau thought, man. You see? That's the type of stuff that the servants of the Lord is going to be at a... that's the type of stuff we're going to be getting ready to see. You know, truly exciting times, to be honest with you. You know? Your faith is going to be increased like I don't know how much. You're going to call on the name of the Lord, and he's going to literally answer you. He's going to literally send angels to, like, you know, come and help you out.
Yeah, so I want to bring this out, though. You know, finish what I was saying. So Psalm chapter 31, going back to 24. It says, Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart, all ye that hope in the Lord. So what the Lord is going to do in the days that are coming up, all right, if you're of good courage as a saint of the Lord, or a servant of Most High, he said that he would strengthen your heart. We know that our hearts, pursuant to, according to Jeremiah 17:9, he said that the heart is deceitful above all things, you know. And our heart right now, it could even be weak. But the Lord said that he would strengthen your heart if you had courage, you know.
God.
If you had that faith, he would strengthen your heart. And what that would do for you is you would be able to, you know, do the works of the Lord, you know. Because the Lord, you know, brings something to you, you know, because you had the courage. But ultimately, it was of the Lord that you had that courage. Because the Lord strengthened your heart. And therefore, something good might happen for you, man. You know, something a miraculous, something, a miracle can happen because of that, you see. But ultimately, you know, I wanted to bring that out to show you that in the last days, if we as the children of the Most High have that courage, the Lord will strengthen our heart, and we will be, you know, something will happen like in the days of old, you know, the many accounts we read.
Right.
But I want to read this also in Psalms 103:1. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases. So the Most High, he gives us benefits too, you know. In this truth, we also have benefits, right? We have the benefits of life, because other people who aren't in the truth don't have the benefit to live within, though they live without. You see, but with us living within, you know, we're precious in the sight of the Lord. And therefore, the Lord is going to give us more in the end days, you know, because it tells you that in those days, his servants will eat. So we will have the benefits that others don't have in the days of wrath, you know, because the Lord said that, you know, that we can endure to the end and be saved or delivered from the wrath that's going to come upon the earth.
That's, you know? That's something, truly something to, you know, you feel that great sense of protection, because you got the power of heaven and earth as your power source, right? That's who you go to for protection, alright? The Almighty, the Omnipotent, meaning he does all things, evil and he does good. And to know that he has your back, man, to know that he is protecting you in everything that you're doing, man, that's truly gonna keep you at a peace of mind. You see, These are the benefits of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. You see, being able to just, not have to worry, having wisdom and knowledge. You see, having wisdom. I mean, like all these type of stuff, man. It's gonna keep you stable. You know. Did you have a precept that you were trying to bring out?
Yeah, I can bring this out of 1 Kings 17. All right. This is 1 Kings 17 and 4. And it shall be that thou shalt drink. It's like I'll start at 17. It says, and Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, as the Lord a God liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So he went and did according to the word of the Lord, and he went and dwelt by the brook of Cherith, that is before Jordan, and the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. So in the end, the Lord can do that for us, you see, because these things are written for our learning. Alright, the ancient things are written so we can read it and understand that, yeah, these days that are coming up, we have that same power that's with us that were with Elijah, you know, because Elijah, the power that was with Elijah was YAHAWAH Hashem Yahushua. So in the end, we're going to have that same power that did these things for our forefathers, our righteous forefathers, delivered them from their, trouble. Because like David said, in his time of trouble, he's going to pray to him and call upon his name. And in that day, that's all we got, man. We got our souls, we got our power, and that's who we will go back to. That's who we will draw back to. And the Lord, he can command the ravens like he did Elijah. He commanded the ravens to feed Elijah, and the ravens fed Elijah day and night. So we know that the Lord, he's omnipotent, and the Lord can command anything. The Lord doesn't have to command a raven, but if he wants to, if it be the Lord's will, he could command any type of bird, an eagle, to bring you something, man. He could command anything to just happen. The wind to blow something to you, I don't know. It's all of the Lord,
Yeah, I got this precept. This is a precept to that. This is the book of Bel and the Dragon. Alright. This is Bel and the Dragon. So this is when Daniel was in the lion's den, and the Lord delivered Daniel. But then this is what he said. This is Bel and the Dragon chapter. Alright. I think it's only one chapter. Yeah, this is one. Bel and the Dragon 1, and I want to start at 32. And in the den there were 7 lions, and they had given them every day 2 carcasses, 2 sheeps, when they were slain, and had not given, which then were not given to them, to the intent that they might devour Daniel. So these wicked men were trying to starve these lions so that they would devour Daniel instantly. You see? Now there were in Jewry a prophet called Habakkuk, or Habakkuk, however you say it, who had made pottage and broken bread in a bowl, and was going into the field for to bring it to the reapers. But the angel of the Lord said unto Habakkuk, go carry the dinner to that thou hast into Babylon unto Daniel, who is in the lion's den. And Habakkuk said, Lord, I never saw Babylon, neither do I know where the den is. The angel of the Lord took him by the crown, and bare him by his hair, the head of his hair, and through the vehemency of his spirit he set him in Babylon over the den. And Habakkuk cried and saying, O Daniel, Daniel, take the dinner which God hath sent thee. And Daniel said, Thou hast remembered me, O Yahawah, neither hast thou forsaken them that seek thee and love thee. So Daniel arose and did eat, and the angel of the Lord set Habakkuk in his own place immediately. See? So at the end of the day, Daniel was delivered also from the lions. Alright? The Lord shut the mouth of the lion not only did the Lord do that, but he sent Habakkuk to, he literally told an angel to go grab Habakkuk up, take him over to Babylon, just to feed Daniel, you see? So the Lord can have you get fed any way he wants to feed you, man, you know? I got this story about, you know, as you were going to Elijah. This is 1 Kings 19 and 1. And Ahab told Jezebel all that Elijah had done with all, how he had slain all the prophets with the sword. And Jezebel sent messengers unto Elijah, saying, so let the gods do to me, and more also, if my life, if not thy life, as the life of one of them be Slakia. I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time. Verse 4. And he says, but he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a juniper tree, and he requested for himself that he might die, and said, it is enough. Now, O Yahawah, take away my life, for I am not better than my father. So you had Jezebel, she killed all the prophets, and she was looking for Elijah, you know, to kill him. So you're going to have people trying to kill you in those days, right? And as he lay and slept under the juniper tree, behold, then there came an angel and touched him, and said unto him, arise and eat. And he looked, and behold, there was a cake baking on the coals, and a cruse of water at his head. And he did eat and drink, and laid him down again. And the angel of the Lord came again to the second time, and touched him, and said, arise and eat, because the journey is too great for thee. And he arose and did eat and drink, and went in the strength of that meat 40 days and 40 nights unto Horeb in the mount of God. So an angel came out of nowhere and actually gave Elijah a cake and water twice. You see? And that sustained Elijah for 40 days and 40 nights. So the Lord can give you, some type of food, and it can just keep you good for like 40 days, 40 nights. It can keep you good for a year. You know, the Lord can make you eat one meal, and that one meal can sustain you for a year. It can sustain you for a month. We don't know how long the tribulation days are going to be, but, you know, we don't know. But the Lord can have you only need to eat one time, and you're good. You're never hungry. That's one thing the Lord can have. See, you gotta think that. Hey, you think the Lord is you think the Lord is like there's certain things He just can't do. Oh, that's witchcraft, or that's that seems like magic. You know, that just seems like a fairy tale. Well, man, you're not at all gonna get any of this happen to you if you think that way. You see, you gotta be able to be spiritual. That's why it says a spiritual man receiveth it, but a natural man receiveth the things that are not suck. A natural man can't receive the same things a spiritual man can receive. So you gotta really be operating in the spirit when it comes to these scriptures. You see?
Yeah, God appreciate it. Reading on in 1 Kings 17 and 8. Or it says, and the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow there to sustain thee. And again, the Lord, He commanded someone, He commanded a widow this time to sustain Elijah. And it says, so he arose and went to Zarephath. And when he came to the city, behold, the widow woman was there gathering sticks. And he called and said, fetch me a little water in a vessel that I may drink. And as she was going to fetch it, she called to her and said, bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thine hand. And she said, as the Lord thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but a handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die. And Elijah said unto her, fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after thee, for thee and for thy son. For thus saith the Lord God of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, unto the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth. Because in this day, in the time they were living in, there was a famine. So in this time, the woman was going to make this meal and the cruise of oil for her son and her, because it was so small, a small amount. She was going to make it for her and her son, so that they could eat one more time and then die, because the famine was, there. But Elijah said, don't worry, according to what the Lord said. He said that it would not waste until the famine was gone, man, until the Lord sent rain upon the earth. So even the Lord can have anything just keep going, man. If you have a water bottle, in this instance, if you have a water bottle and you have a little bit of water in there, and you're trying to preserve it, the Lord can make it to where that water doesn't waste. You just have a water bottle with water in it, but it doesn't waste out.
I believe that woman, didn't she have enough to like pour like a bunch of other barrels of oil?
No, that was another account.
Oh yeah. Well, that same thing, man. Like the Lord, like Elijah had this other woman where she only had like a little bit of oil. Like she said she had a jar, but the thing, it was probably a little oil at the bottom. She said, I don't have enough for anything. And then Elijah said, hey, go take that oil, and pour it into another barrel. And then it filled that barrel, and it filled another barrel. No, he told the woman to go get as many vessels as she can. He said, don't bring only 2 or whatever, bring a lot, So she went and she had that little oil. She ended up pouring it into all the vessels, and all the vessels filled up. And that was like what you would say a miracle, right? So Elijah was doing that, man. And the Lord had it to the point to where this lady's oil, although it was small, it lasted the whole famine. You see? The Lord's going to be doing all type of miracles out here, you see? Even YAHAWAH, he turned water into wine, you see? You see, YAHAWAH was able to make, he was able to even take a stone and then make it bread. You see? YAHAWAH did many miracles. He took the fish and the bread and he broke it, alright? And it was only like a basket full of fish. You only had a few little pieces of fish, a few little pieces of bread. YAHAWAH break it, gave thanks. And all of a sudden, the multitude of thousands was able to eat. This is spiritual power, man. This is, okay, these are the things that are written for our learning, because these things are going to be what the elect are going to be able to do. This is going to be John 14:12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. So that's what the words of YAHAWAH, man. He says that the elect, they're going to be able to do greater works than even he did. Okay? YAHAWAH was healing, YAHAWAH he disappeared. Alright? YAHAWAH, he made all these type of miracles. The book says that there's so many miracles that it can't even be contained in the books. All the books in the world couldn't contain all the miracles YAHAWAH had done. So YAHAWAH told the apostles that they're going to do greater works than he did. So in these days to come, hey, you might have brothers out here healing, man. Brothers out here bringing people back from the dead. YAHAWAH did that. He brought people, resurrected people from the dead. So you're going to be able to do that type of stuff too, right? If the Lord is really with you, though, if you're really trusting the Lord, if the Lord really reveal himself to you, man. In them days, man, the Lord's going to make it known. The Lord's going to make it known. You're going to really know who the men of the Lord really are in those days. You see? I want to get this in the book of Sirach, all right? Book of Sirach, chapter 2. Sirach, chapter 2. And I want to start at 6. It says, believe in him, he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. You that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside lest you fall. You that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. You that fear YAHAWAH, hope for his good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did you ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion, mercy, long-suffering, very pitiful, forgiveth sins, and saveth in the times of afflictions. See? So, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, he said, hey, these things, when has ever the generations of old called on the Lord or believed in him and the Lord just forsook them? No. All these accounts that we even bring out, that we talk about, you see? Alright? The book of Kings, the book of Daniel, Habakkuk, Peter in the prison, Paul in the prisons, alright? everything that you can think of. People being getting ready to be put to death. All right, but they got saved out of it. The 3 holy children. These all things were written for our learning. You see, I believe that's in the book of You see, so you can't be double-minded. You can't be a man who's, you don't know too much. You're like, it could be true. I don't know. Well, you're double-minded, and the Lord's not going to help double-minded people, man. You see, you gotta really, you gotta really try your best, man, to stocking up on this faith. This is Romans, right? Romans chapter 15, I believe it's 2. It reads to say, 4, it says, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that through patience and comfort of the scriptures we might have hope." See? So these things were written for our learning so that, through patience and comfort, we can have hope, man. That, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to bring us through a lot of things, right? Even if we have to end up dying, we can figure out that even then, the Lord can make it easy, You can't fear death, The Lord said you can't fear death, all right? Hey, all of us are ready to get put down, man. All of us are ready to be faithful even unto death, because the Lord's going to fight for us, right? I believe that's why the scriptures say, strive for the truth unto death.
Go.
All right, I believe that's gonna be Sirach. Let me see. I believe.
I'm gonna bring this up.
Go ahead, bring it up.
This is, let me see here. I believe it's 2 Kings 3:9. All right, so another account showing you that the Lord does all things. It says, "So the king of Israel went, and the king of Judah, and the king of Edom, and they fetched a compass of 7 days' journey, and there was no water for the host and for the cattle that followed them." All right, so on this day, the king of Judah, the king of Edom, the king of Israel, they all went together to fight against the king of Moab, but they didn't have any water for them or their cattle, So let me go down to verse 16. It says, "And he said, Thus saith the Lord, make this valley full of ditches. For thus saith the Lord, ye shall not see wind, neither shall ye see rain. Yet the valley shall be filled with water, that ye may drink both ye and your cattle and your beasts. And this is but a light thing in the sight of the Lord. He will deliver the Moabites also into your hand." So the Lord said that, he won't even make it to where it's he won't even give them water to the point where it's what's the word I'm looking for? To where there's a method to it, to where you have to wait for rain and then the water will fill up the valley so that you could drink. Or he's not going to make it to where the wind's going to push the water into the valley. Rather, the Lord just made water appear there, The Lord said, "Hey, I'm just going to put water there." So that's what the Lord did, And they got to drink. And the Lord said that's an easy thing in His sight. So the Lord to give you water when you don't have water and just make it appear there is an easy thing, So that the Lord, He could deliver you and give you anything in the days we're coming up into, as long as you have that faith.
Calm, man. That's going into like a lot of these things, man. The angels gonna be round about us, all that. Sirach 34. I want to get 11. It says, "When I traveled, I saw many things, and I understood more than I can express. I was oft times in danger of death, yet I was delivered because of these things. The spirit of those that fear the Lord shall live, for their hope is in Him that saveth them. Whoso feareth the Lord shall not fear, nor be afraid, for He is his hope. Blessed is the soul of him that feareth the Lord. To whom doth He look, or whom is his strength?" So, you see, Sirach told you that he was oftentimes in dangers, right? He was oftentimes facing life and death situations, but because he feared the Lord, he was delivered out of all those situations, all right? Because the Lord's going to put you through situations just so He can try you. And He wants your faith to be increased, because when you get in that situation, you're going to have no choice but to call on Him. And when you call on Him, could you get Psalms 50, and I believe 15 real quick? I want to get this. So when you call on Him, and you believe, that's when you're going to be delivered. And your faith automatically will be boosted, you see? So I want to get this. This is the book of Sirach, 2nd Ezra. Let me see that quick. Sloppy. Give me a second. Yeah, it's. I'm trying to see. Where's that? You know that precept that says, "They that be fallen into dangers, or such as have works towards the Almighty." Let me see. I thought I had this thing that was highlighted.
You want me to read this off with you?
No, I want to get this actually. Yeah, it's a lot. 2nd Ezra 13 and 23. He that shall endure the perils in that time has kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. Know this therefore, that they which are left behind are more blessed than they that be dead. So that's Ezra saying that those who fall into dangers, they have works towards the Almighty. You see, because you already have works, so the Lord wants to perfect you even more. You see, He wants you to be that fine gold. Didn't the Lord say He's going to try every man's work? Some's going to be silver, some's going to be gold, some's going to be like brass, and it's going to get all the way down to like, hey, certain men are going to fold right when it comes time. You see, when that fire comes, if you had that faith like, hey, you're going to be like stubborn, that thing's going to catch on fire, and it's finished, you see. But you got to have that faith that's like gold. Because when that fire, that tribulation comes, when that trials come, you don't melt. Right? You don't give in because you're real gold. You see? And this whole process of this captivity, when you go through your tribulations, when you go through trials, when you go through points where the Lord is making you depend on Him, because there's a lot of situations where the Lord, hey, you gotta depend on Him sometimes, man. Sometimes it gets hard to the point to where I ain't got no choice but to just trust in Yahawah for this situation, And those situations the Lord thrusts you into is just to build you up, So He's gonna be building you up like tenfold, He's going to be building you up tenfold in these days to come when He puts you through these really hard situations and you call on Him. Hey, get that real quick. You're going to get up out of it too.
This is Psalm 15. It's like, I believe, 15:15. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me.
So He says, call on me in the day of trouble, right? And I will deliver you, and you're going to glorify me. So when you're going through something, and you call on Yahawah, and He gets you out of it, then you're going to be giving all praises like you never gave praises before, He just delivered you out of death, and you're going to be giving all praises like you've never done before. Because, your faith is like, you're like, hey, it's no longer a question if the Lord is really with me. It's just like He's with me. And then you just keep going, and you're going to endure until the end. You see? That's the whole process of this whole thing, right? The angels of the Lord are around about you. Let me get this. This is 2 Kings, right? I believe 2 Kings chapter 6, and I want to start at 15. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early and gone forth, behold, an host compassed the city, both with horses, chariots, and his servants said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? So Elisha and one of his servants were getting round about, compassed with these armies. And the servant was real scared. He was nervous, Now this is Elisha. And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened his eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountains were full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. And when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, Smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. So what happened was this kid was fearful, but Elisha told the Lord to open the man's eyes, or the servant's eyes, and have him realize that though it's only two of them and there's a host of army, there's still more with them, because Elisha and the servant had the angels like round about them. When the servant got his eyes open, he saw chariots filling the mountains, right? He saw chariots of fire just everywhere, you see? And then it's just like, damn, that's what's happening in the spirit, because we can't see the angels, but we know that there's multitudes like round about us just protecting us. So there's really no need to fear. Like, even though you can't see them, you got angels, man, right there, like just upholding you. right? Lest you dash your foot against a stone. It tells you that in Psalms 91. Let me get that. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 91, and I want to go ahead and read, get to the point on this chapter. Psalms 91, and I want to actually go to 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. But thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall there come any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. And they shall bear thee up in their arms, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. So it says, because you made the Lord your refuge, your habitation, right? Meaning that you set aside your life and you trusted in the Lord, man. Right? You gave a great amount of your life to doing the work of Yahweh. You see? You became a living sacrifice. You gave yourself to prayer, to fasting. You gave yourself to affliction. You gave yourself to repentance, man. You gave yourself to, even if you teach the word, that's even more. You gave yourself as literally a living sacrifice. And everything you did, you reformed your mind. You reformed all that. You reformed who you were. You let go of people. You sacrificed a lot of things, right? Why? Because you trust in Yahweh, and you want mercy from Him. So therefore, He said, "No evil shall come nigh thy dwelling, and His angel shall have charge over thee, lest you dash your foot against a stone." So this is the benefits. Like the brother brought out in Psalms 103, "Bless ye your servants and all His benefits." You see. So Lord has all these benefits, which is His protection. You see, that's what comes with it, is being at a peace of mind, having Him to be your power to call on. And what better benefit is that? You see, people are getting all these other benefits, trying to snap, and you're trying to get all these government benefits. You're trying to be affiliated with these Freemasons. They always try to affiliate themselves with well, if you become a Freemason, you're affiliating yourselves with the Freemasons, and there's a lot of benefits to being a Freemason, right? You get more money, right? I mean, there's a lot of side hustles you do, man. They make sure that you're good, They give you all type of benefits for becoming a Freemason. That's why a lot of people try to get into it, Though that's wicked. All right, people try to get benefits from being a part of gangs, They try to get that protection from their so-called like homeboys and stuff like that, They strap, They feel like they're protected. Everyone wants protection. Everyone wants benefits. Everyone wants to be a part of some type of group, some type of cult. Everybody wants all that. But the only thing about us is our benefits are from the power of heaven and earth. Everything that we receive, it's pure. It's righteousness. You see, we don't have to go to the right hand or to the left and do wickedness, but we can be righteous and we can get this power, man. We truly have power, man. All right, you truly have your source, which is YAHAWAH Hashem Yahawashi. You see, and you can call on angels to help you. You can call fire down from heaven. You can angels can come feed you. You see the great works that's gonna get done here. Yeah, works are gonna get done, man. You see, it's gonna be a time which we've never seen. You got scriptures? Alright, I would probably get this, man. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, and I want to get 1. It says, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth up for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as was not since there was not a nation, even to the same time. And at that same time shall thy people be delivered, everyone that shall be found in the book. Everyone that shall be found written in the book." So this time is going to be like a time which we've never seen. A time of trouble that's never been. You see? And not only is it going to be the trouble and the chaos and the hell is going to be on another level, but the things that you're going to witness are going to be on another level. It's going to be a time like we've never seen. We're going to see angels, chariots, miracles get done, men healing, right? It's going to get to the point to when men have spiritual powers. They're able to heal, They're able to actually fight back against Esau. So it's going to be a time which we never seen. The Lord's going to change it from being this shithole, and it's going to be changed into this whole thing is going to be looking like a movie. It's straight up. It's going to be looking like a superhero movie, a sci-fi movie. Yeah, fictional. But that's really the Lord, having to, climax this whole script. because we're in the scriptures, we're in the script, right? And these are the last moments of the script. We're entering into the climax. So Lord's gonna have a lot of climax going on, man. A lot of dramatic things going down. See, that's when the movie gets the best, is at the climax. When the movie's about to end, you got that suspension. That's the part we're in right now. You see, well, the part we're coming into. It's a calm before the storm. But anyways, Lord willing, this video is edifying. Don't want to make it too long, man. But we can go on for days on how the Lord's gonna protect us, man. There's so many scriptures that I probably didn't get to bring out, but for the sake of time, we're gonna cut it here. Hopefully this video is edifying. Until next time we do say shalom.
Shalom.